Three.
Hi and welcome to Indic Storytelling. Today we are going to listen to the story of the Divine Mother, Goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari. The seers who saw the truth alluded to that reality which was the absolute, which was knowledge incarnate, which was truth incarnate, which was love incarnate, which was bliss incarnate. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, it is said, Asato ma sad gamaya, tamaso ma jyotir gamaya, mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Lead me from non existence to existence. Lead me from darkness to light. Lead me from death to immortality. And this reality that they alluded to, which was immortal, which was light, which was the truth, was neither male nor female, and frequently both. The goddess Lalita Tripura Sundari represents this reality the best, the sages have said. And today I am going to tell you her story, the story of her fight with the demon Bhandasur. This story starts long time ago. The goddess Sati, who was Shiva's first wife, had immolated herself, and Shiva was living all by himself in the mountain. Adi Parashakti, who was actually Sati's original form, had reincarnated as the daughter of the Himalayas, and she was performing penance to marry Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva was not interested. After Sati's death, he could not bear to look at another woman. Meanwhile, there was a dreadful demon called Tarkasur, and he was tormenting the Devas. The Devas lost heaven and they ran to earth. In earth, they sat together. Indra, Varuna, Agni, Vayu, and all the other Devas. And they all meditated on how they could kill Tarkasur and get heavens back. At that time, they heard a voice from the heaven. The voice said that Shiva, if he marries again and has a child, that child of Shiva can definitely kill Tarkasur. So the gods requested Kamadeva or Manmata, who was the god of love, to go and shoot fiery arrows of love at Lord Shiva so that he may be tempted to marry the goddess Parvati, who was reincarnated as Haimavati. So Manmata went to Kailasha where Lord Shiva was deep in meditation. His eyes were shut and he was thinking about the supreme Brahman. Kamadeva shot arrows of love at Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva opened his third eye and he, in a rage of fire, shot out from it and burned Kamadeva to ashes. Lord Shiva looked at what had happened. There was nothing in front of him except ashes. One of Lord Shiva's attendants, Chitrakarman, came running in. He drew a figure out of the ashes, the figure of a man. Chitrakarman looked at Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva looked at the figure and the figure came to life. It turned into a man. Chitrakarman told Lord Shiva that why don't you bless this man? Lord Shiva said, but he has not performed any rites. So Chitrakarman told the figure, why don't you recite the Shatarudra, which is an ancient hymn, several times and please Lord Shiva. So that figure of a man, which had turned into a man, sat down and recited the Shatarudra. Lord Shiva was pleased. He said, may you live for 60,000 years and rule the worlds. Lord Brahma, who was nearby, was not pleased at all. He said, Bhanda, Bhanda, not good, not good. And the man was named Bhanda. He of course turned out to be a dreadful Asura and soon he was called Bhandasur. He went and he took over the earth. He had been blessed by Lord Shiva that he will rule the earth for 60,000 years. And he set up a capital city in the city of Shonitpur and he ruled the world in the most bitter fashion. And soon Rasa left the universe. There was no more joy or bliss or happiness anywhere on earth. Devas didn't know what to do. So they heard from another source which told them that you must worship Adi Parashakti. She alone can help you. But to worship her, you must set up a yajna fire and you must call her. And if she is pleased with the yajna, she will rise and she will destroy this Bhandasur. So they set up a yagna fire, and the Lalita Sahasranamam tells us that this is a special yagna fire. It is a Chitagni Kunda, which means it's a yagna which is made of consciousness. And out of this yagna, who emerges except the delightful goddess Lalita, who is all of 16 years old and hence known as Sodasi. She is the red goddess. She is draped in red, and she is holding the sugarcane bough and the flower arrows of love in her hand. She's also holding an elephant goat. She has 4 hands. When the goddess emerges, she asks the Devas what their problem was. Devas say, "Oh goddess, Bhandasur has taken over the worlds. He has the right to rule the worlds for 60,000 years, and the worlds have lost all the rasa. Please help us, goddess, please help us." So the goddess says, "Of course I will help you." At that time, Brahma stops them. Brahma says, "But dear goddess, why don't you find a suitable husband for yourself and marry and then set off on this mission?" So the goddess agrees, and she throws a garland. The garland falls on Shiva Kameshwara. She marries Lord Shiva as Kameshwara, and she herself becomes Lalita Kameshwari. After that, she sets out with all the Shaktis of all the goddesses who she creates from her fingernails, and they all go to the city of Bhandasur to fight. She is the commander of chief of her army is Varahi, and her minister is Matangi, and she is supported by fearsome goddesses like Prathyangira, and she goes to Bhandasur city, and her daughter, who is only 8 years old, Bala, also joins. Bala kills all of Bhandasur's sons, and Bhandasur's generals are killed by Varahi and Mantrini, who is Matangi. After a long battle, Lalita herself emerges, and she kills Bhandasur. The worlds rejoice. She returns rasa back to the worlds. After that, the gods plead with her to give Kamadeva his body back. She returns Kamadev his body back, and she marries Lord Shiva to Parvati. And Tarkasur is also slain by Lord Shiva's son Murugan. And this is the story of Lalita Tripura Sundari, the red goddess.